So it was quite a big change in terms of
It was a huge
strategic way of working.
Yeah, so it was until 2009 this was the way of working. Like we provide residential care, the children will grow up with us, they will get to do their SLCs, their further education, and they will all be very healthy, happy young adults. To between 2009 2011 this thinking really changed because of more research, more experiences with orphanage scams, more experiences with our own youths that had grown up in a children's home, struggling in life. A lot of reasons for them to really change their thinking and move more in towards family reunification. So also around that time, like I mean the war was over in 2006, right? But like the years after that, stability kind of returned within the country, within the families. So there were actually parents coming to Umbrella looking for their children. So Umbrella thought these kids were actual orphans because that's what their papers said. And then they realized that a lot of them were not orphans.
So so-called papers orphanage.
Yeah, you could say. Yeah, and then we had some stories about children that have been abducted, like sisters of children living with us, like illegally adopted.
Alright, I see.
So we realized and we found out that a lot of the kids have parents, and that for us was reason to look into all the children and just to see like, okay, who has parents and who can actually live with the family, who doesn't need to be in a children's home. And also they just became more aware that children's homes aren't always the better option.
I see. Alright, and what about your current programs and future plans?
So at the moment we still have 2 children's homes. We have 40 children living there, but we have a lot doing the SLC this year. We don't take in any more children.
Okay.
So we're really those kids that really cannot return home, they're still with us, but once they finish the SLC they move out.
This kind of phase out of the approach.
Yeah, so the residential childcare program will be phased out eventually. I think it's another 3 or 4 years that all the children will have left the home.
Alright.
So by then some kids will have lived there for maybe 12, 13 years.
Oh wow.
Because they have nowhere else to go. We still have children whose families have not been traced and whose families will not be traced.
So what will happen to these children?
They will grow up in our homes.
They will...
Yeah, they will do their SLC in the home, and then they will, so we have a youth program which children enter after SLC, which is a 2-year program where they get financial support for their education, but also more importantly they get a lot of support in finding a job, in really developing their social skills which are necessary to succeed in life. Because a lot of kids that grow up in residential care, they really miss skills that you get when you grow up in a family environment. So they don't really know how to communicate with strangers, they don't really know how to find their way in society, they don't really know how to look after themselves, how to go to a doctor or when to go to a doctor, those kind of things, because they're so safe in this home. And everything is always done for them. So that's like the 2-year program where we really like guide them to become independent and responsible and hopefully find jobs. So our main focus now is, so we still have children in our family reintegration program, and so we've reunified 191 children that were once in our homes, and we still support them for education. So that's either through financial support or through income generation support for their families. So that's one program, and then after the earthquake we started a project in Raswa and Nieuwekoop.
Okay.
Where we have again, well, we don't rescue. The District Child Welfare Board and the police, they rescue. So more children have been rescued there, also from other illegal orphanages. They've come to us, we reunify them, and then there's like a longer term plan to ensure that those children will actually stay with their families.
Okay, to go back to their family.
So they go back to their families, but then there's also a support plan based on the needs and the family situation.
It's kind of personalized plan.
Yeah. Completely tailor-made, based on the case. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And were these children at risk of being trafficked?
So some of the children had already been trafficked, or some of the children were rescued from the hands of a trafficker.
Okay.
So there were some kids that were actually in the bus with a trafficker. Police rescued them from the trafficker. They came to us, and we started the family tracing and reunification process.
All right. To conclude, are you positive about the future of child protection in Nepal? Do you see any positive changes? Are we in the right direction?
I think so. I think the fact that the whole mindset of Nepal is changing from we need to put children in an institution, an orphanage, and that's the only way we can provide child protection, to more community-based support.
Yeah.
That's promising.
All right.
That's very promising.
Okay. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thanks for being on Sharing for Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us.